Jason's Academy, Social Science, Class 7th, History. Lesson 10, Regional Cultures. Hello students, today we are going to start History Lesson 10, Regional Cultures. One of the simplest way to know about a person is through the language he speaks. Language is like a mirror that reflects a number of things about an individual. For example, when we refer to a person as Punjabi or Gujarati, this usually means that a person lives in Punjab or Gujarat. Each region has its distinctive kind of food, clothing, poetry, dance, painting, literature, etc. All this together is termed as culture. The medieval period saw many changes in the field of language, literature, and art, which witnessed the blooming of regional cultures. Let us see the growth of different intermixing culture in India between 8th to 18th century. First, let's see growth in North India. North India was under Rajput rulers between 800 AD to 1200 AD. They gave high boosting to the growth of the regional culture. Sanskrit was the main language but not the language of common people. So many regional languages called as Uprussian were developed like Marathi, Gujarati, Bengali, Hindi, etc. Literature. Various types of poetry and biographies were written. Many works on grammar, astronomy, drama, and history were compiled. Some of the famous workers are Jaydev, Somdev, Kalhan, Chand Bardai. The work on medicine were translated to Arabic such as Charak Samhita, Sushruta Samhita. The famous prose writer of the period were Banabhat and Dandin. Bhabhuti was a great dramatist, painting in this period. In the early medieval period, the art of painting was influenced by Rajput. The old trend of decorating walls with murals, that is, painting on walls, ceiling, or any permanent surface, became prominent during this time. Miniature paintings developed under the influence of Jain monk during 9th and 11th centuries. The theme of love of Krishna and Radha was chosen for painting. Music. The trend of music existed in India through Vedic chant. Indian classical music flourished, which was based on rags. Music worked as a main feature of India's culture unity. Most of the words and themes had derived from Hindu mythology. Now let's see growth in South India. This period saw much growth in the field of regional art and literature. Language. Sanskrit and Tamil were the main languages of communication. Second, many literary works were translated into local languages like Telugu, Tamil, and Kannada from Sanskrit. Second is literature. Important literary work during this period were Bilhan wrote Vikramanka Dev Charitra. It was the biography of Chalukya King Vikramaditya VI. Kamban wrote Ramayana in Tamil. Nanaya and Tikkanna wrote Mahabharata in Telugu. Pampa, Ponna and Ranna were famous poets known as the three jewels of Kannada literature. Third is painting. The trend of decorating walls with murals was popular in South India. Famous temples are Brideshwar Temple at Tanjore. Characters or scenes were chosen from mythology. Shiva as Nataraj and many gods were painted. Music. Cholas were great admirers of music and dance. It was performed by mostly on the floors of temples. The music famous in South was Carnatic music. Now let's see growth during Delhi Sultanate period. Turks came in India during this period. Between 2006 AD to 1526 AD, new languages were introduced such as Turkish, Arabic, Persian. Sanskrit, Tamil and Prakrit continued to be used in literary works. Regional languages which were used mainly by Bhakti and Sufi sants like Kabir, Nanak, Tukaram and Chaitanya. Regional languages like Hindi, Brij, Avdi, Bengali, Gujarati, Sindhi, Oriya, Marathi, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada flourished. Urdu also became a language. Literature. The famous Persian poets were Amir Khusro and Amir Hussain Delvi. Travelers like Ibn Battuta wrote about the social and political events and life of the common people. Tariq-e-Alai of Amir Khusro and Tariq-e-Firoz by Ziauddin Barani were important literary works of the period. Painting. Most of the Delhi sultans were interested in the art of paintings. Paintings were used to draw portraits. It flourished under Rajput rule and Rajasthani school of art came into being in Jaipur, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Bikaner, Bundi, etc. Krishna Leela, seasonal changes, court scenes, scenes of festivals, huntings, etc. were made. Music. Hindustani music was developed during this period. It was influenced by Persian and Arabic or Indian classical music. The Persian form of group singing called Qawwali became famous under Sufi Sant. Commonly used music instruments were sitar, sarangi and tabla. Let's see the growth in Mughal period. The Mughal period was a specific period to see all the developments in regional culture between 1526 AD to 1707 AD. Language. A new language known as Turco-Persian evolved. Persian was the state language. Hindi, Sanskrit and regional languages also progressed. Literature. In the Mughal period, Babur wrote his own memoirs in Baburnama. Jahangir wrote Tuzuke-Jahangiri. Babur's daughter Gulbadan Begum wrote Humayun-Nama. Abul Fazl, a famous Persian writer, had done monumental writing in Aina-e-Akbari and Akbarnama, which gives details of Akbar's life. Many works of Sanskrit such as Gita Govind, Ramayan, Mahabharata and Upanishad, etc. were translated in Persian language. Hindi poets and their works also enjoyed a high respect in Mughalian era such as Dohas of Kabir and Rahim. Tulsidas wrote Ramcharitmanas, Surdas compiled Sursagar. Although Aurangzeb was against literary work, but he ordered to produce Fatwa-e-Alamgiri by a group of theologians. Music. Mughals were great patrons of art and painting. A mixture of Persian and Indian styles could be seen. Painters described scene of book of Akbarnama. Many painters worked at Fatehpur Sikri built by Akbar. Persian artists like Mir Sayyid Ali and Abdul Samad were famous. Jahangir was a great admirer of paintings. He himself had a great painter. Rajasthan, Kangra became centers of art. During Akbar's period, the style of art that developed was called the Mughal style. The Pahari school of painting, called the Kangra school of painting, progressed in this period. Miniature painting having themes of Radha Krishna were made. Calligraphy was introduced in the Mughal period. Music. During this period, music was influenced by Persian and Arabic style. Music reached to its height in Mughal period. Tansen, the renowned singer, was in Akbar's court. Distinctive styles of singing developed such as ghazal, khayal, thumri. Besides classical, folk music also developed in India. Some new musical instruments were also arrived. Now let's study about Bengal. The eastern Indian states were under Pala rule in 1000 AD, which continued for about 400 years. After about 1200 AD, under Muslim rulers, and from 1576 AD, under the Mughal rulers, Bengal geniuses were great admirers of learning in the field of language, literature, and art, music. Language and literature of Bengal. The Bengali language developed along with Odia and Assamese. A new language used by Buddhist poet was Proto-Bengali form. The specimen of Bengali literature called Charayapad included the details of Bengali society. The Prahashit of the Pala kings on copper plates shows the development of Sanskrit and poetry. Sandhyakar Nandi wrote Ramcharitram under last Pala king Mandalpala. Gaudapad wrote the philosophical work Gaudapadarika. Sridhara Bhatt wrote Nayanakandali. The royal physician Sureshwar Vangesh wrote Shabd Pradipa and a commentary on the Sushruta Samhita. So students, here we have completed this chapter and we have seen the development of art and music and literature in various parts of our India during medieval period. I hope you all have understood the chapter. Thank you.